I should have done this before the apocalypse.
Oh, it actually is working. Well, that's cool.
A little light that lights up to tell you that it's charging. That's more reliable than my home charger. Welcome to a new segment at Ask Men called Starter Kits. Every month, I'm going to be highlighting all the products you need to get into a new hobby or to prepare for something specific, like a disaster. This is the disaster kit. All right, first up, the most important part of any disaster kit, water. Get yourself a personal water filter. Now, the way this magical product works is you open the cap on both ends, okay? You stick your mouth on this end, all right, follow me here, and you stick this part into dirty water and you suck. Dirty water goes in, fibers catch all the nasty bacteria, you get clean drinking water. This can filter up to 1,000 liters of water, so you are gonna be able to last a few days at least. Or in the event that you don't have a dirty, nasty, stagnant water source nearby, get yourself some water that's already been bottled. Humans need a gallon of water to survive per day, so do it. Hydrate yourself, because this is the most important. I know you think water isn't cool. It is cool. You need it to survive. All right, the sun is starting to get real low, and it's been raining all day. How in the gosh darn heck are you gonna start a fire? Guess what? Waterproof matches. We have the Titan Stormproof matches. These guys, all right, there's 25 of them in a box. Each one will stay lit for 25 seconds. So they say it's about 10 minutes straight. You can screw up the first 24 for 9.5 minutes, but these things can get wet, the wind can blow in, you're gonna start a fire one way or another. Sometimes you're hot, then you're cold, sometimes you gotta cool down, sometimes you gotta heat up. The world is a confusing place during a disaster, right? That's why you need reflective blankets. But Alex, what's this all about? Why do you have this aluminum sheet here? Let me tell you why. Wrap this around you like so, all right? And this thing will reflect 90% of your body heat back at you. It will also deflect the sun's rays right back out of the sky. So you can stay really warm if you need to, or you can stay really cool on a really hot summer's day. It works both ways. It's tiny, it fits in your pocket, and you know what? It's shiny. Who doesn't want something shiny? Guess what? The tips of your fingers actually contribute to a lot of the way that your body feels when it's cold outside. So what you want to do is grab a pack of hand warmers. Now, you crank one of these little guys open. They're tiny, they fit in your hand. You crank one of them open, you kind of shake them up a little bit, the air activates them, and they will stay warm for 10 hours. The heat is just going to keep you super warm, super comfy. It's a disaster, but it doesn't have to not feel like a spa. Lighters. Why do they suck? Maybe they don't have to. The Titan Light waterproof lighter is key because it's going to be a step up from just your traditional lighter that, you know, sits in your pocket, breaks, doesn't light when it needs to. This thing is waterproof, windproof, has a beautiful seal, and an aluminum case that you can toss this thing and it's not going to break. It's good. We've got a lantern here. Now, this is awesome for a couple of reasons. You have this clip right here that can work in different ways. Once you set up your shelter, you can actually just hang it up and give it a little twist, and you've got lighting in your new home. You can also dim it halfway, set the mood. It's nice, it's small, and it doesn't take up a lot of space for all the light that it gives off. Now, if you want to go old school, keep it traditional with one of these big black flashlights. These are cool for a couple of reasons. First off, they're practical to have just around the house before disaster strikes. They're giant, so you can't miss them, you can't lose them or misplace them. Super strong wave of illumination. Aluminum casing means these things can take a beating and still light up your life. Now, if you want to step it up a notch, join us in the future. This is maybe too many things in one. You've got a flashlight, which is perfect for illuminating things. You've also got an AM/FM radio. This thing also is chargeable. You've got a solar power charge, you've got a hand crank charge, and it has a 1,000 milliamp battery built in. So you can actually charge your phone on this thing. You get a little workout while you're doing it, but it works. Speaking of charging devices, when disaster strikes, the sun is actually going to be your best friend, because when your phone dies, you have nowhere to plug it in to charge. This solar-powered charging bank is actually going to be really, really cool. The sun heats it up, warms it up, gets the battery all charged up, and your phone gets charged up along with it. People forget that batteries are such a key part of just keeping things charged. So you're gonna wanna just get an assortment of different kinds of batteries. You got the big ones for the flashlight, a bunch of little ones for a bunch of other little things. And you know what, in this new world, you can actually barter these for other goods, because people aren't gonna have batteries because you're the only smart guy out there. One of the most useful tools in your survival kit is going to be a multi-tool pocket knife. Now, one of these is fantastic for a couple of reasons. You have the pliers, you have some scissors, you have a bottle opener in case you need to just chill out after a day of surviving. This is awesome. You can pop it in your pocket, and this is another item that you can just have on you before disaster strikes in case day-to-day disaster strikes. The one good thing about surviving the apocalypse or a disaster is you get to work on your beach body because food is scarce. These are emergency rations, and they are approved by the US Coast Guard, which is really good because they taste like coconut, they're high energy, non-GMO, low sodium, so you don't have to waste all your water trying to wash down the coconut flavor. Let's have a taste. Ah, fresh. So let's, yep, definitely smells like coconut. Let's see if it tastes like it. Yeah, like Mom used to make it. I'm gonna save this for later because it's super filling. Let's move on. When it comes to first aid kits, you don't want any old first aid kit. You want one that's certified by the FBI, the Red Cross, and the US Air Force, because there's no such thing as too safe or too reliable. This Solo My Medic first aid kit is everything you need in one little pocket. Super hard case, so it's not gonna crush if you're falling down a flight of stairs trying to get away from other survivalists during a disaster. The clamps here are great as well. It's not gonna open up in your backpack either. And you've got gauze rolls, you've got burn gel, you've got Tylenol, pretty much anything that you need to survive, any wounds that need to be treated, you're gonna find it in here. A whistle. Speaking of whistles, if you want something a little bit more complex, a little bit more rugged, this is great. This is a personal whistle, super loud. If I'm not mistaken, this is about as loud as the decibels that your ear would hear during a rock concert. So this is pretty huge. You also have a compass at the top here. You're gonna have to learn how to use a compass before you actually put this to good use. And it also comes with a thermometer. This heavy duty cord is fantastic for a couple reasons. First of all, it stretches out to 30 feet. So if you're setting up your shelter, you can do that. It's gonna hold things in place, but you can also untether it. And there is a fishing wire that you can use if you need to catch some fish in the new disaster world that you're living in. At the same time, you can also use that wire to sew up any wounds that you have. Once you've sewn the wound shut, using the wire that is found inside of your power cord, you're gonna wanna clean it out. Hydrogen peroxide, keep it in your bag, essential. Duct tape, it's essential. It's a classic for a reason. It's durable, it's not gonna fall apart on you, it's gonna hold things together like your life during a disaster. Toilet paper, because no one wants to use leaves. You have pads, because sometimes ladies have things they need to survive in disasters as well. Toothbrushes, because your teeth are your life. You need to brush. You need to brush. Keep them pearly white. Wet wipes, wash your face off after escaping other people scrounging for food in supermarkets. Wet wipes are great. Purell, this is gonna kill off whatever remaining bacteria you have on your person. And you know what, just because the world is falling apart doesn't mean you have to. The best medicine is preventative medicine. And by using Purell, you're gonna prevent any nasty sickness from taking over your body before it makes you sick. You forget about boredom. Your mind is gonna play crazy tricks on you if you're not keeping yourself busy. So whether you're with other people or you're alone, a pack of playing cards goes a long way to keeping you entertained. You don't have to charge it. There's no in-app purchases. Have fun with it. A pack of playing cards. And there you have it. This is the Ask Men Disaster Kit. As usual, you can find all the items down below. And remember, during a disaster, you can't rely on anyone but yourself. See you next time.